Hello and welcome to my very first webcast. I'm really bad at introductions, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dive straight into it. But before I do that, just to quickly preface, or I don't know if that's the right term, I just want to quickly say that I am the type of person who can easily hyper focus or fixate or spiral on the process of something or a topic of conversation or any product, honestly, that captures my interest. Just basically, I can just go on and on and on about anything. So, what I'm gonna do actually for this video is I'm gonna set a timer so that I know that I'm not just talking about, talking in this video for like forever. So, I'm gonna do a timer of like 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna start that now. Oh, hang on, no, I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna start that in a bit, but just quickly, that is who I am. I'm someone who, like, for example, with the process of editing videos, I love that so much, even more than the actual video itself. So, because I am that kind of person, I need a sort of medium or vacuum, if you will, to just kind of focus on the result or just focus on the now instead of like having to hyperfixate on trying to get the doing of something. I don't know if that makes sense. I might sound like a total weirdo to others, but yeah, this is basically just like a form of expression that I have not tried yet. Kind of like journaling, except you can see my face, and it's on a very specific topic. My journal entries can get really, really fucking weird sometimes. Like, what is the topic? Sometimes I read them or earlier, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling right there, and I'm gonna start the timer in a bit. So, this webcast is about my favorites, trinkets, and knickknacks of 2025 to 2026. So, I have a basket right here that kind of is that has everything already. So there are going to be three categories. First category is products or faves, trinkets, and knickknacks that I used in 2025 that I'm going to let go of for that year because that year has passed. Second category is things that I did use in 2025 that I'm excited to keep using in 2026. And finally, third category is new faves, trinkets, and knickknacks that I think I'm going to enjoy as I introduce them to the new year. So timer starts now. I didn't want to just ramble like very randomly, so to aid me with some structure in this video, I have like visual aids to help keep me on topic. So so first category and first item, journal of 2025 was this called the Goal Getter. Okay, so I had the pictures ready as well because this is my cat is crying. Because yeah, it's flipped, but basically you can see the photo. So there's actually two. I got them from Typo, but I'm gonna talk about this one first. So Goal Getter is an activity journal that kind of has like okay. That was my cat. I wonder if you can hear him in the background. Anyway, so Goal Getter is an activity journal that kind of has prompts made and has a template made. So for example, like you have this month's goals page, a weekly focus page, and a weekend review page. So I'm gonna go to a page that is blank right now. Basically, this was really useful for me throughout the year because it kind of helped me keep track of what I wanted to accomplish for the week. You'll see here by December. Oh my goodness! Hang on. Pause. My cat has literally destroyed my turntable, but ignore that. Focusing on this again. So yeah, basically this is a great way to focus on if you want to get something done for the month or for the week. This was a great journal to have. It kind of gives you it lets you hyper focus on weeks and then makes you review it. So that's why this was great. I love this so much. And then we've got my second journal, which is Zen Zone. So the difference again, I got both of these on from Typo. There's three. This third one was a film critic type of activity journal. It kind of encourages you to watch movies, but I didn't get that one because movies to me take time. Like, I really absorb whatever I'm watching. So yeah, I didn't get that one, but I did pick this one up. This is called Zen Zone. Okay, so this has questions like, for example, on Monday, what hurdles would I like to overcome? And then for Thursday, what mindful activity will I make time for today? And then for the second week or the week after that, it asks a different question like, what are three things that went well today? On Thursday, it asks, lighten your mental load, write down a thought you want to let go of. So it has different prompts enough for the week so that it keeps you on your toes. It basically just kind of encourages you to reflect on something daily for each week. So that's the two that I got. These were great. I wasn't able to finish this for December, but basically everything was pretty much filled up. You'll see. For days that I was unable to fill them up, I just put stickers on them, so you'll see right there. Yeah, that was March, and I think there's another. Yeah, here's another one on February. I was just like, well, did not have time to write anything. I was really happy to use these for 2025. It definitely kept me on track for most of the time, and yeah, happy that I got the chance to use those, and I'm willing to let go of them for 2026. Third item, this is another kind of like desk thing that I initially bought from Flying Tiger because I thought the colors were cute. So you'll see for each month it has a different color assigned to it. So at first I bought this only because I like this shade of blue. You'll notice there are a lot of like blue accents all over my room, like my hat, my turntable, that painting right there, and I figured this would be like a cute addition to that. But the more that I had it on my desk, the more I realized how useful it is, especially especially when I was filling out my journals. Like, it was so satisfying, or it was like more of a gratifying activity to do these without having to look at my phone. And I do plot my months and weeks, so having this outside is just a great way to kind of have a overview of, oh, what am I going to do this week and the next week, that kind of thing. So it's great that I have it physically instead of looking at my phone, because on my phone you get, or I don't know, on your phone, notifications pop up and then suddenly you're just doom scrolling, and then yeah, that kind of thing. You get it. Okay, so that's the end for the first category. Second category that I used. Oh, also, I want to add that these faves, trinkets, and knickknacks are items. I mean, I could go on forever and choose favorites from like the entire year. That could be an entire, like, that could be a full like hour-long video. But these are specific items that I picked out that I feel helped build my routines and habits throughout the year, and then I feel will benefit or kind of feed my routines even more this year in 2026. So ignore that my photo booth keeps pausing. It's because I talk so much. But basically, this is the first item of the second category. It is a care kit for my glasses. So I have 3 pairs of glasses. I wonder if I should like do a separate webcast about literally just glasses. I know. Yeah, I can do that. Just kind of talk non-stop. They're not necessarily important topics, but whatever. So basically, because of this, I was able to sit down and kind of have a mindful moment of cleaning my glasses each week or bi-weekly. So this is just a lens solution, and then it comes with kit like this. I'm not sure if Sunny's Specs still carries this, but there's a lot of like eye providers that have kits like this. So I mean, I've been a glasses wearer since senior high school, and I always just thought of them as like, oh, okay, I gotta use my glasses again. But, as I've grown older, I realized that since I have to wear them anyway, I might as well treat it with care and as like an extension of me, because it's more than an accessory if you think about it. It's like your way to see the world and not get headaches, chronic headaches. So I figured, yeah, you know what? I got 3 pairs of glasses so that I don't kind of burn through one pair, just sit on them or just kind of not like really think about how I wear them. So anyway, that's for my care kit. Second item for my category are, yeah, these did anyone else get that feeling like 2025 was the year of Pop Mart? So I got these 3. These are from the Forest Party collection. So everybody was so into Labubus last year. I don't want to talk about it too much because that's a topic, or at least that's a product that I am not very aware of. I never subscribed to that, maybe because I'm not a fan of I don't know, I think Jenny started it. That's all I know. Like, yeah, she was the origin of Labubu. I don't know, of it kind of like blowing up. So, I feel like we all had that feeling of, damn, dude, what should I get? Should I get something? I never really thought Labubus were cute. So there was one day, but I did subscribe, like, I did get a lot of Smiskies. That's something that was really cute. And, there was one day in Fully Booked where I was just walking into there, and then I saw, like, this one box, of forest fairies. So these are, how it looks. And I was thinking, okay, if I seriously wanted to buy anything from these, which one would I kind of pick, you know, because I want it? I saw a reel, or I saw a friend share that when you buy something, do you buy it because you want people to see it, or because you really want it, that kind of thing. So when I stumbled across the Forest Party series, I saw that there was always just one box in the display among the other displays, and I figured, okay, it's either this series is really popular that it's always one box only, or no one really cares about them. And then the first one I got was Mushroom Baby. So honestly, I got them, and then it reminded me so much of they remind me of my childhood storybooks that I used to read. I used to read a lot of magic themed books growing up. Like, I mean, I don't know. I cried yet last year because I was trying to figure out the titles for the books that I read. But basically, they were like short stories of mushroom people living in trees, that kind of thing. So yeah, I was crying because I couldn't remember the title, and I was like scouring the internet until, I don't know, like 3 a.m. trying to find those. But these key rings are kind of like a cute little reminder of that childhood. I also use it as an accessory. Basically, it kind of reminded me to become more mindful of, okay, am I gonna buy that because I want people to see that I have it, or is it because I really want it? And I really wanted these, so yeah. It wasn't until I was looking for those for my childhood books that I realized, hang on, my trinkets kind of look like them. So yeah, that does that make sense? I don't know if that's like, yeah, but that's the assigned meaning. That's the meaning I'm assigning to them. So yeah, I also depending on my outfit, kind of pick and choose which keychain to attach to my bag or my wallet, and I think it's really cute, and adds a little bit more whimsy to my daily life. So daily adult life. Okay. All right. So another like desk thing is this makeup cup. Now, if you have been watching videos on my channel, you may know that I have a makeup crate. So that's different. I also filmed that already for January, and I'm currently in the process of editing that. I love editing it, but I really take my time editing that video. But yeah, that's currently on the way. It's probably gonna come out after this video. But yeah, my makeup crate is different from my work crate. So, oh, sorry, my work cup. This is my makeup cup that has all of the makeup that I use for work. So, the makeup that I have in my vanity, they don't really translate well enough. Not all of them translate well enough on work meetings, especially on Zoom. Like a brown nude lip, a clear gloss. On camera, they really don't come off as anything, especially when you work at night. So these are like lip products that, for example, this was a a lip gloss gifted to me by my nephew. Like, you would never see me wear this outside in real life, but in meetings I do use it. So I don't wear it like this when I'm talking to my boss, but when you wipe it off, it comes with a stain. So yeah, that's basically what I use these makeup for. I have had a phase with all of these where should I declutter them, but I felt like it was wasteful to just declutter a product just because it didn't work for you the first time. I don't know. There are many ways that you can make use of products, like for example, this super bright lip balm from Sunny's Face. This is in the shade Poppy. So this is way too bright to wear. Like, when I wear it in person, it kind of like jumps off of my face. My lips jump off of my face, but at work it kind of like people compliment me. I'm like, oh, cute little lip you have. Yeah. Oh, and also just grooming myself before work because it's so easy to just roll out of bed and just clock in. So yeah. And then we've got, oh, hang on. I don't have a show and tell, but basically it's a phone app that I have. This last year was the year that I discovered cycle syncing. So also I'm way beyond 10 minutes. I really tried to compress all of my yaps, but you know, whatever. Right, Harmony. This app is called Harmony. This was the year 2025 was the year that I discovered cycle syncing. So if you weren't aware of that, it's basically women have four phases, not just menstruation and ovulation. There are other two which are follicular and luteal. And I don't know, just before I figured out what the four cycles were, I was noticing that there were some points in the month that I thought more clearly and was more articulate. More articulate. I don't know. There has to be a better word for that. Maybe I'm not in that phase. But basically, yeah, I noticed that it was like a pattern that each month I would think more clearly at a certain week or a certain like time period of the month, and then I become more people pleasy, and then just kind of like, oh, these are my goals, that kind of thing. So that's been going for a while, and then I spoke to my friend really passionately about it. I even cried. I cry a lot. I cried because I was like, what the hell? Do you also feel that way? And why wasn't this taught in school? So also, ever since I started cycle syncing, especially with food, I stopped getting cramps whenever my period came, so that was really cool. That's just another benefit of kind of being in tune with your body, that type of thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to keep using that in 2026. I think that's the last item for my second category. My third category, which is products I'm introducing to the year, is this one. So it's again another journal. This was gifted to me by my friend on my 26th birthday. It's similar to ZenZone, except I like this format better. So ZenZone has these cool pages where there's like a page for you to color in, and then there's a different prompt each I don't know each month, yeah. But there was something about the random templates that kind of threw me off, and this one is from this is from Flying Tiger, and basically the prompts for these are fixed. So I just felt like there was so much. Also, there was so much in a week that I wanted to talk about at least for a day, and just having these small like bars to express thoughts wasn't enough. In a positive mind journal, it provides 2 pages for the week. So I already started writing in this, so you'll see. I treated January 1 to 4 as 1 week, and then this was for this week. So I'm really excited to keep using this and to jot everything. Also, this focuses on the good. So it says here, a journal to focus on the good. In Zen Zone, there were like questions such as write a thought you want to let go of time. That's healthy, but I have a different notebook that's kind of focused on me kind of processing and reflecting on certain things. A positive mind just kind of gives you the opportunity to look at it a different way and spin it around as like a learning experience instead of just, oh, this bad thing happened. Okay, you know? And I get to do that in this trio of journals. So I just added this card here because the garter is really tight. But basically, these are 3 journals from Sunny's Face. I got it as a freebie because I was buying holiday gifts and I met the minimum spend. But basically, these 3 journals have different. These are just notebooks. This isn't like Goal Getter where there's a template, but I think I've used enough journals to know what kind of template I want to create now. So before Goal Getter in 2024, I had an undated monthly planner. So that was great. It also came with grids, except it wasn't dated, so I was allowed to kind of write that in. And then in here we've got like a clear template of what it is you need to fill out. So I think 2026 is the year to kind of just make my own. So there's 3 types. My voice cracked there a little bit. First one is like this checklist, which I think is cool because in Goal Getter there was like 4 boxes that you could like check out, but I am someone who has so many things to do. So you'll see again, there are pages that I've already filled out. So this is like a check thing, which I think is really cool. Second one is this pink one. This is a bulleted one. I want this to be like my creativity notebook. So like I already wrote January. This will be like my monthly journal, you know. So I put in January, the calendar there, and then I'm just gonna fill this up with things I have for January, you know, just ideas or oh, remember to do this. Like just basically my anything journal for each month. And then I've got this final one, which is just a lined journal. I figured this would be my reflection notebook. So if anything happens that I feel the need to urgently write about, I do that here. So yeah, I started already. So far I'm enjoying my experience with these three notebooks, and I can't wait to keep using it for the rest of the year. So yeah, I never really yeah, journals. They're so fun. Okay, and then yeah, because of the where is that? Okay. So I have definitely got another mini desk calendar for 2026. So this year I got this one again from Flying Tiger. They're just so cute. So there's different it's tinier, but it'll work, I think. So this is how they appear. Again, just if there's a way for me to be on my phone less, oops, sorry about that. If there's a way for me to be on my phone less, then I'll take it, you know. I just want to create, I feel like all of these items are items that will help continue and improve the routines and habits that I'm trying to build for myself as I step into the year and my adulthood and myself. So yeah, that's I wonder how long this video is. I don't know. I tried very hard to be coherent, to kind of keep everything concise. These are like my webcasts don't necessarily have to be a trending topic or of any importance to others. Just a vacuum again, I said, for me to kind of just, as much as I love editing, and the process of doing certain things, like I love the process of like instead of buying a January one that's already written out for each month, I like the process of doing it myself. So um, I wouldn't say I'm as creative as others. There are some people who do these types of journals that are super like, I don't know, like maximalist with it. I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist either. As you'll see, I have so many crap in my room. But yeah, the process is amazing. But there is a side of me that kind of just wants to create and then be done with it. And I think this webcast thing is a good way to kind of get that out. Just get that side out. Yeah. Okay, I'm stuttering now. Thank you for watching if you are, and let me know what's like an item that you have in 2026 that or you're thinking about taking, but maybe you're hesitant. We could talk about that in the chat in the comments below. But yeah, I am as bad as outros as I am with intros. I wanted to say something in the beginning where I was like, grab a grab a snack as I talk, or play me in the background as you do something more important than what I'm doing right now. But there's no point in saying that at the end, even though I just said it. Anyway, that's my outro. Bye.